Fulo. I grew up around in this community in a youth center. We learned gambut, acting, painting, sports, as we grew up, so I found out that we liked to play instruments. So we started playing drums, the tin drums, We made tin drums, and from there we started playing professionally, with people like Ukaya, Sipo Mabus, all sorts of people, Kelly Petlan, Begum Sele, all those people. Eventually I ended up joining a group called Ipindombi, so we went overseas. Our first stop was in France. We stopped for 2 weeks in France, and then we stopped in England for a week without work, and then we went to Canada. And I spent 2 weeks in Canada, and then came back to England to stay for a year. And then during the year I got fired because suddenly we were too political for the management. It starts with June 16 actually. So we got fired, and then my career started because I already was a musician anyway in South Africa. So I met people like Dudu Kwana, Louis Moholo, Chris McGregor, Johnny Gianni, all those people. Yeah. So we've got a fireplace here with action to the future, You can see the drawing there says it all. With the African motif, Sitting by the fire telling stories, in Ganegwane. Nice. You want to chill out. Sometimes we have a screen here. You can see the show. We're sitting by the fireplace, So, there's our garden here, some wild spinach, We have more graffiti, more and more, So we eat from the garden is organic, As you can see, the graffiti, we're going ancient, back to Egypt. You see? African, we tell stories, we put them on the wall, Men know thyself. It's on the wall, It's on a newspaper. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So that's one of the graffitis there, trying to keep the sense of Soweto, I hope we're not glorifying poverty, Yeah, that's part of it. You can shoot some of the graffiti there, man. It's nice. I think I like it, Basically, what it is about the drum language, as opposed to Europeans writing it down. So as we speak it as in tune, For instance, we can take this it's a break of a tune here. It'll go ta 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 doom. Tando ta 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 tando ta tando tando ta tando ta 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 tando. So as a drummer, you know what the ta means and the do means. The ta is a slap, the do is a bass tone. So this one is in 5/4, right? So the famous 5/4 is not the Brubeck 5/4, but this is African drums. So I'm playing 5/4. So it's in 5/4. When it comes to the bridge, then it's 15/5 again. So I've been running drum groups from wherever I am, So when I got back home, all these guys have been sharing information with. So I put them together to start the drum group.
Giving song doesn't know, so he's like,
No.
he's been shaking.
Like that. Normal. Yeah.
Step up, man.
Yeah.
So these are some things when I'm sitting now alone in my room, in my corner, I just come up with them and then I record them and them. Ish, it's nice. That's why you see always when I want to do something, I do it with
You get inspired by seeing. So if you don't see it, they will not like it. They won't know whether they like it or not. They just like their house because that's what they see. That's what they, But we have to actually try and impress them. That we have to learn our instruments. Indigenous is questionable because we just call things with names, without questioning what it is that's been said. The symbol, they speak for themselves, the symbols. But just to explain what they basically are. That is, they say the Star of David, simply a tetrahedron. So here in Africa, that is the yin and yang. The two opposing opposites, right? So then we come to the eye. The eye is the all-seeing eye. People get afraid now when there's Illuminati this, Illuminati that, they say. But because they see these things, so we become too much Christian. That's why I'm saying, well, the symbols, they speak for themselves. I've explained a bit where they are. People want to know, they can... Creator speaks about them a lot as well, they say. Right? Like I was saying that I'm passionate about Africa. So whenever I travel, I look and see, the thing is nice, I like to have it. So the designs, you can see that language. I mean, for instance, you can see those that design there. It's all vagina now. If you can look at that. Yeah, it is. So, because everything here was a dick, so I decided, no, we must have a vagina somewhere. So I decided, well, we could put it in the presidential suite. So, like you see, it's wrong with you must like pussy. But so we started with the kitchen there. As you can see, at the beginning there's a stove, then you have a grill, and then you have an oven. Basically, is trying to keep to the idea of how we used to cook. Although then what is happened is that we put things on the ground. We got pit fires and all things. So this time it's just lifting it up. So that when it's full here, people are sitting down and there's meat there. Everybody will want to eat. There's no way. I was in the food is here, like, please, can I have a menu? Yeah, sure, here's a menu. What would you like to have? So we shift. You can see the bar there looks a bit like you can be in Jamaica at the beach. the people that come here, they call it the James Bond bar. Yeah, the presidential suite, what it is, what I like about it is this is a sun visors. So if the sun is shining, the sun shines through, but you still get a shade as well at the same time. So the rest probably is images that I saw in my dreams and trying to mimic and remember, like the screens. So these were the first things that I built actually. Those that come from my dreams. So the stage, well, I thought that I'll carry the same idea. Right? So the idea spilled. So the west up corner there became similar to a presidential suite. Gondama as well, they became as well like the presidential suite. We've had orchestras here, and we have Erika Badu play here. We have Pops Mohammed, we have Kaya Matlangu, we have all these big names, Makatini, many people, man, many people, many brothers play here. Chubajani played here, Evan Jungle played here. Yeah, many bands. Faith, Gekana, Masilo, yeah.
Hi, my name is Haji. I'm from West Africa, Senegal. So I've been playing drums since I was like age of 6 years old. So I grew up listening to the old people playing drums. So drum is part of my culture. So I grew up with it. So of course, if you grow up every day, you coming to the village, you see the drumming happening, people are dancing. When the baby born, we're playing drums. When there is wedding, we're playing drums. Any celebration in West Africa, we're playing drums because it's part of the culture. In fact, it's not just in West Africa, it's the whole Africa because that is part of our culture, it's part of our tradition, you understand? So this is just part of us. So that since then I've been playing drum, then I travel around the world, do shows with different artists, So I was with a dance group, so we traveled doing tour all over the world. Then from Senegal, I went to Australia for 5 years. I was living there. Working with another guy called Boubacar Diop. So we were having a band. We organized, we do touring every year. I was having contract for 5 years there. When that finished, I come back to Senegal for a few years, then I come to South Africa at 98. So 98 I come, I didn't know nobody, so I was playing drums with clubs. Then one day I meet another guy called Jackie Mela. He used to have Soweto Dance Theater. So, but he passed away now. He's the one who introduced me to Soweto. So we were in that place called White House. What? White place? White City. White City in Soweto. That's where I first come, because it was a company called Soweto Dance Theater. So they were doing dancing. So they involved me to their show. So I used to play with them. And Jackie introduced me to Soweto. Then I used to come to White City and teach the kids djembe. You know, it's a lot of these boys, Muna and all of those guys. We used to sit and play together there. That's where I really get into Soweto. And Thebe, Thebe Master Thebe, I meet him. It was 2012. It was New Year. Yeah. I come here with Mike, so that's where I first meet Thebe. Then he was such a nice person, and you know, we talk for long. He tell us all the journey done in Europe with the West African drummers and stuff. So from there, we introduced, then we start to jam together, because we celebrate that New Year with drums. That's the highest celebration ever. Because most of the time, New Year people want to go party with the music, DJ, you know. But we were kicking the drums. We drinking, we smoking, we having fun. But we were celebrating traditionally our New Year as Africans. And that was something very special to me, and I never forget that, you know. It still stayed in my mind. So every time I come here, it's like I'm home, because the master always welcome us, and really we make the spirit very high, you know. So every time I'm coming from here, my spirit is full and high, and I really appreciate it. So that is really the story I can tell you between how I get there and how I meet my brother, Master Thebe.
Mon nom c'est Bila, bienvenue. Depuis à l'âge de 6 ans, je connais le djembe. C'est ma vie. Mon papa, c'est un tapeur de tam-tam aussi. Et tous mes petits frères tam-tam. Et j'ai raconté ce groupe sur Facebook. J'ai raconté le grand frère Adi. C'est lui qui veut m'aider dans la vie parce que j'ai un talent. Un talent. Je suis né à ça, je n'ai pas appris, c'est un don que Dieu m'a donné. C'est pour ça que c'est ma première fois de voyager. C'est mon premier voyage avec le groupe Pépé Compagnie. Maintenant, arrivé ici, je dois me chercher encore parce que j'ai un talent. Et je dois faire je connais le nouveau groupe Adi. C'est pour ça que je suis là. Merci mes amis. Priez pour moi que j'avance. Que tu m'aides.
C'est pas grave. Kojo Lion. I'm from West Africa, Ghana. I was born in April 1981. I started drumming from school, actually. When I was around 8 years old, I once heard drums being played after school, and then I got interested in it. And then I went to listen to it for the first day. The next day I asked if I can join, and then I joined drumming. So I was doing drumming after school hours, and then after I finished my junior secondary school, I decided to go and learn arts, to do drawing and painting and stuff. So one day after work, I had drums again somewhere. I'm like, oh, I used to do this at school, and I went back to see what is happening there. Then I saw some guys that I knew, and I went back again to drumming and dancing. We traveled to Togo. We stayed for a year, and then we came back to Ghana, and we came to South Africa. I was born naturally a dancer. I was dancing at an early age. Like whenever there's a competition around, they come and pick me up. Hey, Micah, Kojo. Take me, I go and dance. So drums happened to me when I heard them in school. At school, I heard drums, and I went to look. First of all, I was when growing up, when we hear drums, most of the time they say it's for voodoo or some rituals and stuff. So I used to be scared growing up when I hear drums. But after I went and watched, I'm like, wow, kids are dancing and I love it. So that's why I went into drums, and I think I was born to drum. So that's why I'm doing drums actually. That's why I'm doing drums, not anything but in future, right now in future, I'm thinking of learning guitar, a bass guitar, because I play the dum-dums, and it's like a bass guitar, so I would love to learn a bass guitar.
Since the passion is African, I'm back in Africa. Here in South Africa, all it is quiet, or it is the house, Maybe I'm too old, I don't understand it. My son is a DJ as well, so, but that's abstract for me. So, instead of all these things, I decided it's best to do the same thing, but with drums now, live drums. Yeah, we can rap over the drums. No problem. The same thing that they do. It's been there all the time in Africa. It's just that people now, they see things in electronic form. You know what I'm saying? I got a computer, I got my digital camera, my smartphone, and but these things are actually smart themselves. So then I decided in South Africa drums are not so popular. See? There's no drum group. If they are, it's just people probably having fun on the side, isn't it? Really, not professional, professional players. See? So then I decided I will combine people that can play, and then try to compose music that is new. It is modern. We're here now, but still people. Don't understand that your group is just drums, nothing else. There's no musical instrument, there's no guitar. What I'm saying? Yeah, it's drums, just drums. We're making music with drums. But by and by now they understand. So one project will be Thebe Murupa. This one, we just come back from Transkei. It's a very nice group, Some nice djembe players from South Africa, and we have a brother from Ghana, Kojo, and that's good. And I have a Murupa orchestra now. So this one, it includes all the saxophones, the pianos, and except the drums, because we have the drums. Right.